no idea if this is working or not, so let's try it. So here's something that never really seen a good tutorial on, but it's something I'm always trying to figure out to do. Logan and I figured this out yesterday. There's a way to attach symbols to the edge of text boxes so that they float along with the size, which enables you to do all kinds of powerful stuff, but it's kind of tricky. Sketch doesn't do a good job showing how it's done, so I want to put together a quick tutorial. First thing we're going to need is an artboard. So let's go ahead and get started. We need to make a symbol that's going to serve as the background. So this is just a sizing object. Doesn't really do anything but establish the boundaries. Then we just need a text box. That'll be some variable text, and then we just need something that's going to be the floating object. So let's just go ahead and give it a color so it stands out. Doesn't really matter where you stick it, but you want to go ahead and space it based on where it's going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and float this right up against the edge of the text box. That way you can kind of see what it's doing. So first thing you want to do is create an encapsulating object for all of these. Make that a variable size container, and then you jump into it and you're going to start doing some editing. So first thing you want to do, attach layout modifier to the symbol. I don't really know for certain what it is. Then you want to make objects out of, or symbols out of each of these little things. So we have our variable text, and we have our variable, this is a variable position object. Alright. So then there's a few other things you want to change. You want to make sure that this also has layout modifiers on it. And this little guy, you want to pin to the edge of something. You don't need to fit its position. This little guy right here, he gets turned on automatically. I don't know why. It doesn't work well when you do that. And then I like to go ahead and pull the background out of there. Because that's a rectangle and isn't going to resize. I prefer to add a background color. Okay, so now if everything's worked correctly, you should be able to go back in here and change the text size, and that little guy should start floating around. Yeah, so there we go. You'll always have an object attached to the end of your sentence. This is really, really good if you're doing like drop-down menus or anything else that relies on positioning relative to some variable size line of text. You can do this with pretty much any symbol. I like text because it's the most likely to be a variable size. I imagine this works really, really great with craft and all that nonsense. Yeah, so hopefully that's useful. We didn't know how to do it, so we went ahead and put it together.